Well, Auburn has its guy. Auburn has its new head coach. But Auburn fans, Auburn family, how do you feel? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick Frazier. Welcome to Water Cooler Talk Sports. If this is your first time here at Water Cooler Talk Sports, around the water cooler with us, please, we thank you so much. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment, share the video. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. So if you would, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. Continue, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, hit the subscribe button as well. Like I said, we're going that way, man. So please help Water Cooler Talk get to that point. We're trying to hit a goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. Let's get into the topic today, man. Auburn football has hired its guy. Alex Golesh is the new Auburn head coach for football. Wow. The past 24 to 48 hours has been a whirlwind of information surrounding this college football search, this head college football search for Auburn. It was one guy, then it was not. Now it's another guy, and it's not. Now it's Golesh. I mean, let's take a jog down memory lane. Let's take and let's have a timeline here. November 2nd, Hugh Freeze is fired, relieved of his duties. DJ Durkin is named interim head coach. Auburn goes down and loses to Vanderbilt. Offense looks great. Auburn loses to Vanderbilt by a touchdown in overtime. Come back and you beat Mercer. You just had the Iron Bowl and you lose the Iron Bowl by a touchdown. You go into a national search. You hear all names. James Franklin has interviewed. Brent Key interviewed. A lot of names interviewed. Kenny Dillingham name came up. Jeff Brom was a name that came up. Clark Lee was a name that came up. But then you started hearing the leading candidates in this. You started hearing leading candidates. John Summerall from Tulane is a leading candidate for the Auburn job. Alex Golesh was mentioned, but I don't think he was a leading candidate. DJ Durkin, the interim head coach, was one of the candidates. Then you started hearing that Summerall's name is rising to the top. He's rising to the top. He is the leading. He's the guy. He is the guy that Auburn wants to be his next head coach. That's what you're hearing. That's what you're hearing. Then late last week, you start hearing rumors that Summerall has withdrawn his name from consideration from Auburn's head coach. What's going on? Then Alex Golesh names rises. Then after that, you start hearing, oh, it's going to be DJ Durkin. DJ Durkin is the guy. As late as Sunday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning, it was DJ Durkin is the guy. And then next thing you know, boom, 10 o'clock, you get a notification saying that Alex Golesh is hired as Auburn's next football coach. Golesh is the guy. He's the guy that's going to lead Auburn for the next 4 to 5 years. 6-year deal is what it is. But 4 to 5 years is where we're going to see Alex Golesh, is where he's going to be leading this football team. What does this team look like in 4 to 5 years? That's what it is. If I could sum Alex Golesh up into one sentence: innovative offensive mind that has a tempo specialist. He's a culture builder, but unproven in the big chair on the Power 4 level. Hasn't been a head coach on the Power 4 level. That's what he's not been. He's been a coordinator on the Power 4 level. He's been a coordinator at Tennessee. He was there with Hendon Hooker. He was there with Joe Milton. He coached Brock Purdy, offensive coordinator with Brock Purdy at Iowa State. He has a track record. He has a solid track record of quarterbacks, of being a quarterback developer, of helping quarterbacks look better than what they were when they came in with him. Remember, Hendon Hooker came in. Hendon Hooker was not even a starter. Hendon Hooker came back, and guess what? Hendon Hooker took the starting job over Joe Milton, if I'm not mistaken, at Tennessee. Development of quarterbacks is what it is. How does the Auburn fan base feel? I want to break it down into 3 groups of the Auburn fan base. Let's break this down into 3 groups. The optimist. The optimist part of the Auburn fan base. What could the optimist part of the Auburn fan base be saying? This is going to be a modern offense that will be a feature and not an afterthought. Something that we haven't seen in a long time. Something that we probably have only seen in these past couple of weeks with Derek Nix calling plays and being the play caller. You're seeing the what could be with that modern offense look. The optimists are saying that this offense could be a feature, not the afterthought. The skeptics, group two, the skeptics. Well, he's never been a Power Four head coach. He didn't win big at USF. People will say that. This could be a risk hire for Auburn. Auburn's gambling right here. Auburn's gambling with their future because we don't want to be in another coaching search in 3 years. The skeptics are saying, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. I don't know which side I want to lean to yet. I need to see it first. That's what the skeptics are saying. Then the third group, the traditionalists. We're Auburn. We are the 13th winningest football program in college football history. Where is the splash hire? Where's the big name? Why does it feel like we're shopping in the budget aisle? Why didn't we just promote and hire from within? The traditionalists are saying this. I feel like I'm a part of all three. I'm excited about what the offense is going to look like under Golesh because I've watched enough of USF when watching Group of Four football. Group of Five football, and seeing USF play. That I'm sitting here saying I'm excited about what he can do on the offensive side of the ball. I look at it and I say he's not the flashiest name, but he might be the right name. This might be the right hire. If Auburn commits to him fully and gives him the same resources that you gave to the last guy, that's it. If you can give him the same resources, you commit to him fully that you gave, and commit to him fully and give him the same resources that you gave the last guy, I think he could succeed. I think you could be proud of what Auburn football puts on the field. Now, here's the thing that we all talked about: the culture of Auburn, resetting the culture, getting this mentality of almost and not doing it out of Auburn football. The biggest thing, man, and you saw it in the Iron Bowl, the biggest thing is finishing games. A lot of people are just tired of just being close. A lot of people are tired of the "we're close" line. A lot of people are. A lot of people feel like, yeah, I completely understand that. I completely understand the line of, oh man, we're close. We're almost there. It's almost there. We're almost there. I think Alex Golesh changes that. I think he does. Just by watching his mentality on the sideline, he's aggressive. He's no nonsense, but he is like player. He's like a player's coach as well too. He's going to hold you accountable. That's what he's going to do. He's going to hold you accountable. He's going to hold players accountable. He's going to hold coaches accountable. He's going to hold himself accountable. That's something that I have noticed about Alex Golesh at USF. I look at it and I say, man, if I can sum it up into one word, he's a grinder. He's a hardworking type guy. People talk about the blue collar worker, pick your lunch pail up and go to work type guy. He's a grinder. He's going to do everything he can. He's going to be in the building. He's going to do everything he can to make sure that the offense is prepared, the quarterbacks are prepared, that the scheme is tight, that the game plan is right. Everything that he's going to do, he wants to make sure that it is a representation of not only him, but of the football program that he wants to put out on the field and of the university. We talk about this offense, man, and a lot of people talk about player retention. A lot of people talk about where guys will go if guys are going in the portal, who's going to go in the portal, how does this work? I think a lot of the guys on the offensive side of the ball should be excited. I do. Just from watching USF's offense, the vibe I get from what I see is he wants to stretch the ball horizontally. He also wants to stretch the ball vertically. but he also wants to use quarterback run. He also wants to use some zone, some wide zone, and some zone inside and wide zone running with the running back as well. The thing that I can liken it to is Tennessee's offense. That's what I liken it to. If done correctly, this offense could look similar to what Tennessee is doing. It could look like that. You could run the football to open up the pass, or you can use the pass to open up the run. And I think in this offense, you'll probably see more of the latter. More of the pass to open up the run in this offense is particularly what you want to see. And when I say that, because a lot of those quick passes to the boundaries, I consider those to be like running plays as well too, just long stretch plays. Just getting the ball out to your playmakers and letting them make plays, letting them make the decisions to go out and make a play for your offense. You can talk about how players can thrive in this system, how you have the best, in my opinion, the best wide receiver on the roster now at Auburn in the SEC, how he can potentially thrive in this offense. You'll see a lot of choice routes from the wide receivers in this offense. It's going to be something that I think Auburn fans will enjoy watching and will like because of the guy that's running it, because of how structured, how obsessed he is, how detail oriented he's going to be on this offensive side of the ball. Just go back and watch 2021, 2022 Tennessee and tell me what you thought about that offense, because that was him calling plays during that time. That was Alex Golesh. 2021, 2022, 2021, 2022 Tennessee, Alex Golesh, that's his offense. It should be fun to watch. Long-term fit and immediate impact. Could Alex Golesh be the long-term fit for Auburn? He's only 41 years old. He's a young man. You saw what he did at USF. USF, before he got there, was a 1-2 win program. His first season there, won 7 games. Second season there, he won 7 games. And he's won 9 games this year with the opportunity to go to a bowl game and win a 10th. He's a young man. And the biggest thing is he has a recruiting base in South Florida, a lot of talent pool in South Florida. He has his hand and his fingertips in that area where he can go into South Florida, pull some of those recruits out, or aid in helping getting those guys out and getting them to Auburn to help Auburn win football games. I think that is a very, 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 very big selling point, and a very big point that a lot of people are not talking about, in my opinion. Immediate impact. As stated earlier, if he's given the opportunity, he's given the resources, he's given the same leeway that others have been getting, and he's able to potentially retain some pieces, but then go out in the portal and identify guys that can come in and help this team win next year, as well as getting high school recruiting in and developing those relationships with the guys in Alabama and instead of Alabama and surrounding areas, and potentially dipping into that South Florida talent pool and bringing some of those guys up here. I don't see why Auburn shouldn't be able to win 8, 9, 10 games next season. I don't see why they shouldn't be able to do that. I'm optimistic about this hire. Very optimistic. Very, very optimistic about this hire. So in closing, whether you love it, whether you hate this hire, this is going to define Auburn football for the next 4, 5, 6 years. Auburn can't be in a coaching search in the next 3 years. Just can't afford it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Will hurt the brand even more. Patience is going to have to be a virtue here. But I don't think the patience is going to be, I don't think you're going to have to be patient long. I'm optimistic about this guy on the offensive side of the ball. I really am. Especially if the rumors are correct and you pair him with the current defensive coordinator that's there now. I think next year this thing could be something that we are all looking at and saying, there's something here. There's something here. Let's leave on this though. Let's leave on this. Let's end on this one. Do you think, Auburn family, Auburn fan base, do you think Alex Golesh is the guy to fix Auburn football's culture? Or do you think Auburn swung, missed, struck out again?